You've seen the claims. This penny is worth $1 million. This quarter can make you rich overnight. But is it true? The truth is, most of it is completely fake. Exaggerated prices, misleading hype. That's what we're here to expose. Welcome to Rare Coin Collecting. We reveal the real value, real history, and true rarity of coins that actually matter. From wheat pennies to rare state quarters. We cover it all with facts, not fiction. We explore coins in detailed series, one country at a time. And right now, we're focused on rare US coins. Subscribe now and discover the truth behind the coins.
They say this quarter is worth thousands of dollars, that it's so rare even spotting one could change your life. But is the Arkansas S Silver State Quarter really a secret gold mine? Or is this just another overhyped coin being pushed around social media? Let's find out the truth, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin valuable, when it's worth big money, and how collectors like you are getting fooled every single day. Now, the Arkansas State Quarter was released in 2003, part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program. The design? A natural treasure. It features a mallard duck flying over a lake, framed by tall trees, a diamond, and rice stalks, all symbols of Arkansas's rich natural resources. But what makes the S Silver Proof version different? First, the S Mint mark. That tells us it was minted at the San Francisco Mint and as a silver proof. It was struck specifically for collectors, not for circulation. That means these coins were never meant to be found in pocket change. They came in protective proof sets sold directly by the U.S. Mint. And yes, they're 90% silver. Unlike the regular quarters, which are copper-nickel clad, that alone already gives the coin some intrinsic value, tied to the price of silver. Now here's where things get interesting. In 2003, the Mint produced 1,125,755 silver-proof Arkansas quarters. That's a relatively low number in the world of modern coinage, but not low enough to create extreme rarity. So why are some of these coins selling for huge prices? Let's get into the truth behind the numbers. Most Arkansas S silver-proof quarters, even in excellent condition, sell for $10 to $20. That's typical for a modern silver proof. But here's the kicker. One pristine, absolutely flawless example. Graded, PR70 DCAM, Proof 70 Deep Cameo. I sold for a jaw-dropping, May 98 at a major auction. Yes, almost $1,900 for a single quarter. Why? Because PR70 is the highest possible grade. It means the coin is flawless under 5x magnification. No scratches, no hazing. A full deep cameo contrast between the frosted devices and mirrored fields. It's the kind of coin that gets certified by PCGS or NGC and commands top-tier money from serious proof collectors. But here's where many people get it wrong. They think any Arkansas silver quarter is worth that much. Even raw ones pulled out of proof sets. That's just not true. Most raw coins will grade PR68 or PR69, and those typically go for 10 to 30, maybe a little more if they're still sealed and fresh from the U.S. Mint. So what should you be looking for? First, the basics. Look for the S Mint mark under the word Liberty. Check the coin's edge. A silver proof will have a solid silver-colored edge, not a copper stripe. Then check if it's in original packaging or, better yet, already graded. If the coin is graded PR70 DCAM by PCGS or NGC, that's when you start entering high-value territory. But anything below that drops off fast. Now here's a little-known fact. Some Arkansas S silver proofs have what's called milk spotting. Tiny white blotches that form on the surface over time, even in sealed packaging. These can ruin a coin's grade and destroy its value. So even though the coin is silver and from a proof set, if it has spotting, scratches, or haze, it's not going to fetch those top prices. Also, beware of eBay listings showing exaggerated prices. You'll see people asking $500, $1,000 even, $5,000, but most of them never sell. They're just clickbait. Only the coins proven at auction to be flawless PR70s, certified by major grading services, are commanding those high figures. And it gets even deeper, because long-term collectors know that the Silver State quarters are becoming harder to find in top condition. Every year, more of them are handled, toned, or damaged. So while the mintage was over 1 million, the number of surviving coins in true PR70 condition is far, far smaller. That's why this coin, when graded perfectly, has investment potential. It's a modern sleeper. Not a guaranteed jackpot, but a coin that could become more valuable over time, if it's flawless and preserved right. Now let me be clear. If you found this coin in pocket change, it's not silver. The silver proofs were never released into circulation. You'll only find them in proof sets or auctions. And if you're hoping to find one worth nearly $2,000, it's gotta be silver. Graded PR70, certified by PCGS or NGC, free of haze, spotting, or damage. Everything else? Not even close. At Rare Coin Collecting, we break down the hype and bring you the truth, with real prices, real history, and real collector insight. No exaggeration, no clickbait. If you're a coin collector, investor, buyer, or seller, and you're serious about knowing what actually matters, then this channel is made for you. Stick with Rare Coin Collecting, and we'll guide you coin by coin, so you don't just collect, you collect smart. They said this quarter is worth thousands of dollars. One S mint mark, one shiny Arkansas state quarter, and suddenly, it's going viral like it's made of gold. But is there any truth to that? Or is it just another internet myth tricking collectors into chasing the wrong coin? Let's break it down. You're about to hear the full story of the Arkansas S-clad quarter, minted in 2003. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this coin is, what it's not, and why serious collectors care about it. No hype, no clickbait, just real numismatic facts from Rare Coin Collecting. First things first, this coin wasn't made for everyday circulation. It's a San Francisco minted clad proof, part of the U.S. Mint's 50 state quarters program. That means it was struck using highly polished dies and planchet, not for your pocket, but for your collection. Now let's talk numbers. The total mintage for the Arkansas S-clad proof was 3,084,245 coins. That might sound like a lot, but in the world of modern numismatics, it's actually quite low, especially when you compare it to the hundreds of millions of D and P quarters made for circulation. These S-clad proofs were sold directly by the mint in special proof sets, which means if you find one outside of its case, chances are someone broke up a set or didn't store it properly. But here's the twist. A quarter like this can look stunning. Deep mirror fields, frosted designs, flawless edges, but not all proofs are equal. Grading is everything. The real value of the Arkansas S-clad proof depends on condition and certification. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC as PR69 DCAM or even the elusive PR70 DCAM can bring serious money, if, and only if, they meet perfection level standards. So what's the highest this coin has sold for? Get ready for this. According to PCGS auction records, an Arkansas S-clad quarter graded PR70 DCAM sold for $920 at a reputable auction. That's nearly $1,000, and for a 25-cent coin made in the 2000s. Why? Because that grade is rare. Out of the over 3 million minted, very few ever reach PR70 DCAM under strict grading standards. Most fall short due to even the tiniest imperfections. A scratch, a fingerprint, a spot. Now let's add more value context. The difference between PR69 and PR70 might seem small, but price-wise it's a cliff. A PR69 might only fetch $10 to $20 on the market, sometimes even less depending on the demand. But PR70? That's when the serious collectors start bidding. Let's talk about what sets this coin apart design-wise. The Arkansas quarter features a diamond, a nod to the crater of Diamond State Park, the only U.S. diamond mine where the public can hunt for real diamonds. It also shows a mallard flying over a lake and a stand of pine trees, capturing the state's nickname, the natural state. But it's not just about pretty design. What you're really looking for in this coin is perfection. No milk spots, no haze. Perfect strike. Full deep cameo contrast. And ideally housed in a slab from PCGS or NGC to prove it. Here's something else collectors should know. Just because it has an S mint mark doesn't mean it's silver. In fact, the S-clad and S-silver proof quarters are two totally different coins. One is made of a copper-nickel clad composition. The other contains 90% silver. The silver one, that's where prices climb much higher, especially in PR70. Don't get scammed. Some sellers throw around terms like rare or valuable without telling you what grade the coin is, or whether it's even certified. A raw Arkansas S-clad quarter? It's probably worth just $1 or $2. But in a slab-graded PR70 DCAM by PCGS? Now we're talking hundreds. Are there any errors for this coin? As of today, there are no major known die varieties or mint errors specifically tied to the Arkansas S-clad proof. And that's important, because many viral posts claim these coins have double dies or off-centers. But in truth, those kinds of errors almost never appear in modern proof sets, especially not from the San Francisco Mint. These coins are struck with extreme care, usually twice to ensure precision. So if you see a listing for an error Arkansas proof, be skeptical and ask for proof, literally. Still, the hunt isn't over. Even without dramatic errors, finding a perfect PR70 DCAM version is the real chase, and it's getting harder every year. As more collectors submit coins and grading gets stricter, the odds of scoring a flawless slabbed Arkansas proof go down. So what should collectors do? If you're holding an Arkansas S-clad quarter from a broken proof set, check it carefully. Use a 5x or 10x magnifier. Look at the fields. Are they mirror-like? Do the devices have strong contrast? Any scratches, dust, or marks? If it looks perfect, it might be worth submitting, but only if you're familiar with the costs and risks of coin grading. Remember, grading isn't free. Submitting a coin to PCGS or NGC will cost you anywhere from $20 to $70 or more, depending on service level, shipping, and membership fees. If your coin doesn't hit PR70, it might not be worth more than what you spent. That's the collector's gamble. That's also what makes the chase so exciting. So, let's wrap it up. The Arkansas S-clad quarter isn't just a shiny proof that it's a modern coin, with real collector demand at the top grades. In PR70 DCAM, it has sold for up to $920. In PR69 or lower, it's usually just a few bucks. There are no major errors, no secret varieties, just the quiet, calculated game of condition, certification, and scarcity. If you're a collector, investor, buyer, or seller, and you're serious about learning the real facts behind these coins, then you're in the right place. This is Rare Coin Collecting, and we're on a mission to deliver authentic, numismatic knowledge without hype or fake headlines. Want to hear more deep dives like this one? Subscribe now and explore our full playlist of state quarters. We've already covered, each one with its own unique story, demand, and collector market. Because the truth is, coin collecting isn't about chasing myths. It's about knowing what actually matters.